Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now a play fake. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Aitman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action. Now Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Later 2. Monday, down. You waiting? 6-18.
Carr now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
We got three.
2nd down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, count. Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Point after here coming up. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Oakland Raiders, Charles, it's another lost season for them. We said that a few weeks ago, and we've been talking about this, but double-digit losses this year for the 12th time in 16 seasons, and that is so hard to fathom.
It really is, and I know everyone's going to say that just about every position will have an open competition, and they are accurate in saying that. The best signal, when you trade away your best defensive player, Khalil Mack, to the Chicago Bears, and arguably your best offensive player, Amari Cooper, to the Dallas Cowboys, there's no doubt that there's an open competition at every other spot. About the only guy who may be safe, the quarterback, Derek Carr. A lot of building will have to occur around him.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On first down, Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Carr again. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott now from the 50. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting thing. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but my stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Aitman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Carr to throw on second down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Prescott now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, then the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Count.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott yet again. This is caught. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had 3 points last time. But they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. So, wow, he scrambles right, throws across his body all the way back to the left, but it worked out.
Wouldn't you just love to hear the thought process of the offensive coordinators that play unfolded? And I think a lot of it was, no. Nice throw, my man. Nice throw.
I'd also like to hear the quarterback what's going on in his head as that ball leaves his hand.
Oh, please let it get there, because otherwise I'm in big trouble.
Carlson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to power through. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now here come the Cowboys. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
7:34.
Carr to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Throwing here, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16.
Gun.
Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 37 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So out come the Raiders. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.